Yo, mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all, this isn't my normal content. You guys know I don't really like to get political. I got my kafia on. This country is going to shit. I mean, it's already been going to shit for years, but now it's getting beyond. It's getting beyond a point where we are going to collapse. Like, if something doesn't change soon, and let me just say, Russia predicted this in the 90s. Russian political scientists predicted this years ago. And actually, some say that this was part of Putin's plan, is to make America collapse on itself because our political leaders, they're not much leaders, are so easily manipulated and bought and bribed and blackmailed because they are PDF files. Rocco's still here. You hear his cough. I can't put him down. I just don't have. He's. I don't want to jinx it, but right now, I've been able to get it under better control. But I know I don't have a lot of time with him, but I'm gonna, enjoy any time we have left. And he's eating still. He still wags his tail. Mashallah. I don't want to get too much into it. Khamsa, khamsa, khamsa. I don't want to jinx it, but he's 15. Anyway, but I don't want to talk about that. So please excuse him coughing. He got his medicine, so hopefully that'll calm down soon. How are me and my family? Well, depends on what side of the family. I have family in the West Bank. The West Bank includes Ramallah. We call it Dafet, the cities around Ramallah, and Bethlehem is considered the West Bank. And then, of course, you have Gaza, and obviously now the orange gummy bear, we're going to call him, is talking about taking over and saying that, quote unquote, Izzy Pop, you got an OnlyFans? Does your mama have an OnlyFans? Maybe she could teach me how to make one. Anyway, Rocco, Habibi, calm down, man. Calm down, baby. Calm down, Habibi. So he was just resting. I hope I didn't wake him up. So sorry about that. Thank you. I clean up pretty well, but I'm an old bitch, so I know, but it's not. He improved after that time that I thought that was it. Like nothing was working, but the medicine. I think he was just excited because people, my dad was here, my brother was here for the holidays, so I think it just got him worked up because it's his heart pushing on his trachea. So when he gets excited. So I don't know, but he eats, he wags his tail, he still goes out on his own, goes to the bathroom on his own, knock on wood, alhamdulillah. So I'm not gonna kill him unless he's like suffering. He still has life in him. I can't do it. I know, I feel my dog. I know if he's suffering. I'm not wearing my glasses. What pills you want, old bitch? What pills you want, old bitch? Shut the fuck up, pussy. Anyway, I'm not even paying attention to trolls. I love clowning you dumb motherfuckers, you dumb illiterate, slow ass motherfuckers that ain't got shit else to say but some stupid ass shit. Projection. You talking about pills? Why? You want some pills, bitch? Is that why you're asking? Don't project your fucking shit onto me. I am blind, motherfucker. I just said that. I'm not wearing my glasses, you dumb fucking cunt. Anyway, let me block you again before I end up hexing you in my words. Because I just got to speak it on you. You motherfuckers really don't know who you're fucking with. Get the fuck up out of my life before I make you crash your car. If you even own one. Fucking make you crash your fucking Huffy bicycle, bitch. Anyway. Just ignoring. I like to usually clown these people back, but anyway. How did I get all these perverts in my fucking life? I'm just ignoring you fucks. They have nothing better to do. The troll groups. Anyway, they usually come in groups and they screen record it and they get a kick out of it, but you guys can eat a dick from the back like you're used to. Anyway, so the balls hit you in your face. So, yeah, I mean, the shit with Venezuela, now they're saying, Izzy Pop, we'll call him, or what can we use as a code word? Because, you know, it's Zio owned this platform, so we'll call him Izzy Pop. You guys know what I'm talking about. They say they have kept their side of the deal, the peace deal, which is a fucking just downright lie. They lie just straight to our faces. Like, they play in our face. At this point, they really don't even try to hide it. And even if you don't care about Palestinians, you don't care about Venezuela, you don't care about anything, care about the fact that your tax money, I mean, that is if, like, some of these broke-ass fucking jobless trolls, you guys probably don't matter because you probably don't work, you don't probably pay taxes. If anything, you're probably, like, you know, just a drain on the economy. But regardless, people that do work and or own businesses and pay taxes, yeah, it's going to killing children and invading sovereign nations, which is against international law. I mean, the hypocrisy is just ridiculous. So that's what's it gonna take? A revolution. The only change. Happy New Year, by the way. Sorry, I should have started with that. But to start the new year attacking another country and kidnapping their president and his wife, and charging them with drug charges, yet you invite a war criminal here, and every time he leaves, don't you notice every time Shaitan Yahoo or Mr. McCloskey, we should call him, leaves, we always attack someone? You know, it was Iran last time, now it's Venezuela. If you guys don't think there's a connection there, now they're trying to say it's because Iran and Venezuela had some long-standing ties, and we are controlled by a country that is 9 million people. This large-ass country with, 450 million people are being controlled by this little tiny country that does nothing for us but get us into wars, takes all of our money, our tax dollars. They have free health care, subsidized schooling, college, subsidized housing as long as it's on stolen Palestinian land, and blackmail you could tell by the body language, Trump is afraid of Netanyahu. You could just look. He pulls his chair out for him. I mean, the dude brings dirty laundry into our country, him and his wife. I'm talking loads and loads of dirty underwear, dirty laundry, and has them washed at the White House. That's how little respect he has for just it's embarrassing. It's just, if you don't think that's a power play thing, if you don't think, I'm not Jewish, I'm Palestinian, homeboy. I'm Jew. Like, you must be slow as fuck. I don't know if you're just trolling. If you're just trolling, it's a dumb troll, considering the name of my channel is Arabian Conjure. I'm wearing a keffiyeh and I cuss in Arabic. Like, the fuck? The fuck is wrong with you? You're a Jew. You're a Jew. It's YOUR apostrophe YOU', not your. Learn how to fucking use proper English if you're gonna fucking try to clown somebody. Learn the difference between your and your. You are. Fucking slow ass. Your question, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh, you trying to get me to say, where are, I see that big nose. Bitch, I got a beautiful fucking nose. A big nose. Bitch, don't be jealous because my nose is bigger than your dick. Listen, my nose is fucking perfect. I don't got no problem with my nose or any part of my face. But don't be fucking mad if my fairly small size or very perfect size nose for my face is larger than that tiny little wee-wee that you got going. Okay? I could probably please a bitch with my nose better than you can with your dick. Okay? So don't be mad about that. That ain't my fault. Blame your parents for that. Okay? Anyway. Big nose. Bitch. Please. Oh, big nose. Shut the fuck up. You little Gen Z pussies. And if you're any older than Gen Z, then I feel even more sorry for you. Because if you're saying stupid shit like that and you're over the age of a Gen Z, then you got to be a special kind of fucking... don't let me use words I don't want to use, okay? But just shut the fuck up. I wish I could see what you losers look like. Because if I can just clown you with your own words... Yeah, yes, I am older than all of you, and I'm glad. I would never want to be part of your stupid. No offense to my Gen Zs, but I'm glad I was born in the generation I was born. We actually have brain cells. No offense, but we didn't have fucking AI doing all of our homework. We didn't have Google to fucking do all of our homework, to cheat on tests. We actually had to use our fucking reading comprehension and problem solving skills. We knew life before the internet. We knew life before cell phones. We actually had it good. I wouldn't trade with you for anything. No offense, Gen Z. I have a lot of friends that are Gen Z, but I feel bad because you guys will never know. We had good rap music. We had good hip hop. We had good music. You guys... You have these mumble rappers that fucking suck. Like that Eminem song, I hate these mumble rappers. They go da-da-da-dee. Catch me in a Maserati or a fucking Bugatti that I don't own. I rent to be somebody. I don't know. Oh. Like, that's exactly... That song could not have fucking said it any better. They all sound the same. They're all talking about the Bugattis and this. That. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys your music's whack. Y'all, no offense. You know I love some of you guys. A lot of you guys. I love about 50% of you guys. The rest of you are fucking little mama's boys, little pussy ass, crybaby wimps, fucking talking about, uh, you know, I want to be classified. My gender is a fairy or a fucking cat or like, shut the fuck. Like, the mental health and all a lot of, sorry, y'all Gen Zs are going to be mad at me. I'm not talking about all of you. I'm talking about these little bitch ass Gen Zs right here. This is a prime example of their lack of masculinity. They're bitches. They fucking come in to lives, they troll women. They probably don't know how to change the oil in their car. I can guarantee that. I guarantee they don't know how to fix one fucking thing on their own. Okay? They have feminine attributes and they're supposedly not gay. If you're gay, that's okay. It's one thing. But when you can't tell if a man is straight or gay, that pretty much sums up a lot of the Gen Z men. I feel sorry for the Gen Z women. At least they have more brains than a lot of the men. Not all, again, I'm not generalizing all, but like these little troll fucking pussy mama's boys. Maybe not mama's boys. A lot of your mamas probably are crackheads or something. And you might have, who knows, for you to turn out the way you or maybe you probably didn't have dads is what it is. But either way, you guys are bitches, punks, and I feel sorry for any of the women that have to. I'm married. I don't gotta fucking worry about it. I'm glad I didn't have any kids that would grow up with you motherfuckers, because you're trash. Like, again, not all of you, but there's a good bit of you that are just little bitches. Sorry. No respect. Feminine men. Men that are not manly at all. Don't know how to even change a fucking tire. I mean, I could change a tire, but you motherfuckers, I guarantee, couldn't. Don't know how to do anything without using fucking AI or Google, or can't even write cursive, I'm sure. You don't even have good reading comprehension. You can't even spell. Like, you try to clown me in the chat and you fucking misspell words. I mean, it's pretty pathetic. I use AI for making images and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. You just say what the fuck you want. But you motherfuckers probably used some form of AI or Google or whatever all throughout your high school years. And that's why you're so slow now and useless. Sorry. And for you poor Gen Z women, because I'll say this, the Gen Z females, women, there's a lot of great Gen Z women. They actually have brains. But a lot of these little boys, I would say about 50% of them, most of you are confused with your sexuality. I mean, by the looks of things. Seems like, you don't know if you like women, men, both. Nothing wrong with that. But you're just ugh. And you want to talk about the nose and okay. I own fucking 3 houses and I'm on my way to buying my 4th. So how about you, instead of trolling, do something with your fucking life. See, I've been working all night. It's 3:50. I'm on the grind. I work fucking 18-hour days. What the fuck do? You probably working at fucking Starbucks, which is nothing wrong with that. But don't come in here talking shit about me, you little bitch. Okay? Now's not the time to buy a house. I'm not an idiot. You see, I have access to houses that are in foreclosure. And I was a real estate appraiser, sweetheart, in the state of Florida. And I know how to. Is that why? Don't tell me when's not the. It's always a time to buy a fucking house. Okay, if you have the money, and you get a good deal on a house, a short sale or foreclosure, and the property already has 500,000 in equity, then yeah, it is a good time to buy a house. Okay, I'm not slow. It's always a good time to buy precious metals and real estate. Don't listen to any fucking idiot that'll tell you otherwise. Now, the interest rate, if you have to borrow, I mean, might not be a good time for those people, but people that are smart and made smart investments, don't fucking talk to me about when's a good time and when's not, okay? Because I didn't get to where the fuck I am being an idiot, okay? I bought my first house at 22 years old, okay? Owned it for 10 years, okay? So don't. 22. What are you doing at 22? Where were you? If you're not even 22, will you be ready to buy a house at 22? Probably not. Okay. I'm not buying a house in Florida. I'm buying a house in Connecticut. A lot more expensive than Florida. But I own 2 properties in Connecticut and 1 in South Carolina. And I'm about to own 3 properties in Connecticut. So if you really want good financial advice, you could talk to me like a human. But other than that, don't ever tell me when's a good time to buy a house, because I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay? I bought my first house during the housing crisis of 2000. I bought in 2005. The housing market dropped in 2008, and I still did just fine. I ended up short selling because I got into some legal trouble because, I sold drugs. Got locked up, lost everything I owned, and built myself up again from the ashes out of nothing. Didn't even have a fucking cell phone when I got out of jail. Didn't have a car, didn't have shit. All right? You're wearing this isn't the Palestinian flag. This is a keffiyeh. I'm Palestinian. Not all Palestinians are Muslim, just FYI. This is a keffiyeh. This is not the Palestinian flag. This is a keffiyeh. Each Arab country has their representation, and it represents an act of resistance for us. Real investors don't fear the market. They go against the grain. Boom. Thank you. Thank you. What's this person? Orion's daughter. Yes. Yes, Habibti. See? Woman. Why women have more brains these days, I swear, than men? No offense to my men, to the good men that have respect. But don't come at me disrespectfully. Okay? I've been through a lot of shit. I've been locked up, went to jail, dealt drugs, was a female dealing drugs, and never got robbed. Nobody dared, okay? And the only reason I got busted was because of my stupid ass boyfriend at the time was a dumbass, and he's the one that got us jammed up. He wanted to fucking take control over the business. And I'm not talking about Justin either. This is when we were separated. He wanted to control everything, tough guy. And he's the one that fucking got us jammed up. I never once, and I still don't have no charges for selling, just possession. They never caught me selling. But yeah, I'm not proud of it. And I'm not a convicted felon either. Why? Because I used witchcraft to get me out of it. And I completed my probation successfully. Never got in trouble again, and they removed it from my record. But yeah, I did a little time in jail and lost everything. Not proud of that, but don't time them out. Just block, because I'm not going to deal with fuckery. And I bet you bitches couldn't last in the jail that I was in. You couldn't last, you little pussies. Men that call yourselves men, little boys, wouldn't last a day in the female jail that I was in the female pod. You wouldn't last. I guarantee that. Okay, you little punks. Is this guy putting an Israeli flag in my thing? Okay, you Zionist, Zion-Nazi fucking pussy. Why are you pro-Israel? Give me a few good reasons. Game show, since you wanna, let me get my glasses because I want to read this. I gotta read this. I can't see shit right now because I'm blind. That's what happens when you get older. And you guys, I love people that use age to try to clown somebody as if you're not gonna get older. If you're lucky, you'll get older. If you're blessed enough, you'll get older. You might not. You might not be lucky enough to even make it to 43. You should only hope you make it to 43. But my skin is fucking flawed. I look damn good. And yes, I still have my Christmas tree up. We celebrate Little Christmas, or Three Kings Day. So, in case you're fucking wondering, not that it's your fucking business. But I love little dumbasses that like to come at women for their age as if you're not gonna fucking grow old. Unless you're a dumbass. Keep talking shit and you might not, bitch. Where are my goddamn glasses? Sorry, Looney Tooney. I want to see what you dum-dums have to say. Because you got me fucked up, bitch ass. Where's the little Zion Nazi that's posting the Israeli flag? I want to know why you're pro-Israel. Is it just because you're a supremacist fuck? You think you're fucking better than people? I just want to know. What's the reason? What are you proud of? If those were my people, I would have denounced. Man, don't let me start talking. I would be embarrassed. Okay, I would be absolutely humiliated if those were my fucking people. If that fucking demon was my prime minister, and I'm embarrassed to have Trump as a president, but if that demon and those fucking demons that are in his coalition were my people, I would never ever tell anybody. Ever. I'd keep that shit to myself and I'd denounce that shit immediately. But you guys are so fucking like supremacist Nazi fascists that you actually are proud of it. Like you're proud, and how are you a supremacist and a perpetual victim at the same time? It's such a bizarre fucking like contradiction, because on the one hand it's always, what about October 7th? What about October 7th? And all the kids that are killed on October 7th with Hamas. They killed 1,500 Israelis. What about October 7th? But yet, what about the 77 fucking years and the tens, hundreds of thousands, the 750,000 Palestinians you guys expelled and stole their homes, including my grandparents, by the way. In Haifa, they owned a house. You fucking, why? You could post an American flag. That's okay. Post an American flag. We live in America, but if you're really American and gave a fuck about America, you don't even have to care about Palestine. Ask yourself, is it okay that billions go to a foreign fucking agent? Because I won't even call them a country. A foreign colonialist, supremacist, apartheid state who is rogue and pretty much a bully, and every time they have a problem or an enemy, we fight their fucking battles, lose our troops. If they live through it, most of them come back all fucked up in the head. Then a lot of them become homeless, unemployable, on drugs, on top of the money that they seem to have all the money in the world to send over there to fight their fucking wars and fund the Iron Dome. We paid for their Iron Dome. They have free healthcare. We pay for that. Do we have free healthcare? No, the fuck we don't. The subsidized fucking college, the subsidized housing. Do we have that? No, the fuck we don't. But they want to cut our Social Security. They want to cut, education. They want to cut Medicaid. And I'm obviously not on Medicaid. I don't need it, but I actually care about other people, you see? Unlike a lot of you dumb fucks. Look at all these trolls. They can keep, I'm not even reading what you're saying. Go poo under her nails once you, motherfucker, first of all, my nails are clean. Those are the nails growing underneath. And secondly, I have a bidet. I'm not the moron like you that wipes with dry tissue after I take a dump and think my ass is clean. I actually have a bidet that washes my ass in multiple different settings and multiple different temperatures. So my ass is clean, habibi. Every time I even pee, I use my bidet. So don't talk about my nails. I keep my nails very fucking clean and my ass very clean. Why are you worried about my nails or my ass? I'm talking about a serious subject, and that's what you have to talk about. Just shows that you don't have two brain cells or probably two pennies to rub together to make a third. Okay? So, look at her nails. That's it. Like, I swear I hear you guys. That's when I read your shit. That's how I envision you talk. Look at her nails, everybody. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Damn. You definitely need to up your game if you're only using toilet paper. Because take peanut butter, not be rude, but take... I know, who has time? They have no life, that's why. But I love clowning back. See, I'm the one, because I like to clown back. And I wish I could, if I saw you motherfuckers, because of course you guys don't have profile pictures, because you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. But I will. I'll find you. You might want to delete your comments, because I will go back and I will find you on your page. God forbid you have videos up. God forbid. Because you have no lives. You get no pussy. You have no game. That's why you're in my shit watching me trying to clown. And I don't even have to know what you look like to still make you look stupid and sound stupid. I mean... I'm skilled. And I can only imagine you probably smell like an armpit all day long. I mean, you're looking at my nails. But anyway, regardless, take peanut butter, put it on your arm, then take a dry piece of paper towel or tissue and wipe it and see if it all comes off. That's basically how you wipe your ass if you're just using dry toilet paper. So if you don't have a bidet, that's fine. You can use baby wipes or wet wipes to clean your ass, okay? But Don't engage with them. They thrive on it. I thrive on it too. That's the funny thing. I thrive on it too. I get a kick out of it. They think they're like ruining my night. They're not. I enjoy the banter. I come from a time where we used to do your mama jokes. See, maybe you guys are too young to know about your mama jokes. You know, your mama's so fat, I had to roll over twice and I was still on the bitch, you know?
Right, if it's 4 in the morning, I'm fucking a bitch when I'm that young.
Right? You guys at 4 in the morning, at your age, my husband, before we were together, he was out fucking bitches. He was out, you know, getting play at 4 in the morning. At that age, you guys are online, you little puss boys. You're mostly, I hate to call, you're not men, you're boys, most of you. I can guarantee that. Because usually women have more sense than that, even if they're young. They usually don't go out of their way to try to troll in lives. It's just not something we go around doing. And if you are, then seek therapy. But regardless, at your age, at 4 in the morning, we were not. This is why I would never switch. If God came down and said, you know what, Shireen, you could be in your 20s right now. You just got to be a Gen Z. You just got to be born in their fucking generation. I would say, thanks, God, but no thanks. I would rather be 43-year-old me than 20-year-old you. Like Eminem said to MGK. Except he said, I'd rather be 80-year-old me than 20-year-old you. And that's the truth. At your age, first of all, I guarantee I own my house, unless you guys are under 22. If you're 22 or up, I was a homeowner. At 18, I had a brand new fucking Montero Sport, which is a badass car back then. Had a pretty high car payment, was working for JP Morgan Chase, Verizon Wireless, and the Hilton at the same time, and going to school and paying for it by myself. You're a little shrimp dick bitch, and this is shrimp dick activities. Exactly. We were out having fun, fucking going to bars, chilling. Like, you bitches are here doing this, and you clearly don't have jobs. I mean, and if you do have jobs, it's probably a dead end bullshit one. Because if you actually had a job that was worth a shit, I would think, but you'd be surprised, but I would think you wouldn't be so dumb and slow as to come in and just do this in your spare time. Because who the fuck would hire you? But you better hope I don't find out who you are. Because I'm real good at that. So hope you're using a VPN, because I can easily find you. Easily. I've done it many times. You could ask. We Gen X and they're Gen Z, dumb people. I have brain cells. I know. I'm a Zennial, so not quite Gen X, not quite millennial. I'm in that small bracket, what we call Zennials, between 1982 and 1983. It's a very small window, but it's called the Zennial. So we're on the cusp. Okay, so we get the best of both worlds. We're not quite, fully into the millennial, style, not quite fully old enough to be full Gen Z, but right there. But either way, I wouldn't want to be born in any other time than what I was. I got to experience the 80s, even though I was young.
Your nails that just got done are so dirty.
No, they didn't say my nails were dirty. They said because it was long. Oh, you look at her nails after she wipes her ass. Ew. Yeah, look, they look so dirty. But little do they know, we have a bit exactly. We have bidets on all our toilets.
All I do is dry my ass.
Exactly. We use, hot water, warm water to rinse our ass, And like I
There's a
said,
dog right in front of you. Probably costs
my
more than
dog's
your
asshole
dog
is
than their
probably
cars.
cleaner than your asshole. You want to
Show
take
it.
a look? We should. Come here, Sadie. Let me see your butthole. Come here, baby. Let me see your
That
butthole.
dog costs more than their cars.
I know, my dog probably does cost more than your car. Come here, Sadie girl. Let's see your butthole. Come here. Come here. Let's see your booty. Let's see. Come in. Man, you're lucky she ain't showing me her butthole right now. Because I guarantee her asshole is cleaner than yours. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Okay. Reported. You're reporting who? Reporting who? Report me, bitch. Get the reported. Oh my God, the YouTube police is reporting me. Oh my goodness, report me. Look, they can dish it, but they can't take it. Reported. Oh my God, how cringe. I'm cringing. Cringe.
That's how you know they're bullied at school.
Reported. I reported you. Oh no. Like that's never happened to me before. Oh my goodness. You reported me? Oh please don't do that. Don't do it. You fucking geek wuss pussy. You are a puss. This ain't TikTok. This ain't TikTok, Habibi, where you could just report and get lives taken down. This is YouTube, okay? I think you're mixing us up, but you could report my dick in your mouth. How about that? Report that. Butt play hits different. Hey, you would know. I wouldn't know about that. Report my dick in your mouth, okay? Report that. You fucking reported. Oh my God. Oh, how embarrassing. Reported. Oh, look, reported. They reported me. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you reported me. Oh my God. Don't do it. Oh, I'm so scared. YouTube police. There were fucking hall monitor and like hall monitors in school. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. Oh my God. They come in here, they troll, and then they have the audacity to say, reported, like it's TikTok. TikTok are the dumbasses that take down fucking YouTube lives just because idiots report. I mean TikTok lives, not YouTube. YouTube has a little more sense, but you could report my ass. Report this, bitch. Reported. Oh my God, how embarrassing. You Gen Z, everybody. You gotta be, I guarantee you're Gen Z or younger. Because you guys have no offense. Like I said, I know a lot of you guys are amazing that I know personally. But I hate to tell you, your peers, a lot of you, these are your peers. God bless you. And God bless you Gen Z women that have to date little bitches like this. Or even the decent Gen Z men that have to date Gen Z bitches like this. Like, reported. Oh my God, I'm a tattletale. Oh, I'm going to tell on you. Oh my God. Jesus Christ in heaven. Oh my God. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You're not embarrassed. In my day, you know, we said, snitches get stitches. You ever heard that saying? Snitches get stitches. See, here, snitches get stitches in their voodoo doll. You see? Snitches get stitches. I'll get your voodoo doll. I just need your fucking your little screen name. I don't need your picture. Stopping by to show your page some love. Mwah, I love you. I don't need your name. I don't need your picture. My jinn knows exactly who you are. You want to be a little bitch? I'll get me a nice voodoo doll, and I'll show you exactly. who you're snitching on. You want to be a little snitch? I don't deal, like I said, I've been locked up before. I don't deal with snitches very well. So you wanna tattletale report? Okay. Every single one of you who report this video, inshallah ya Rab, if you have a car, which I doubt, you're gonna crash it this year. You're gonna have a car accident. If you don't have a car, I'm going to make sure you lose something that costs you a lot of money or means something to you. I'm going to give you the worst luck you had in life for this whole entire year. This year will be the shittiest year you've ever had. So go ahead and try me. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. And I love when you don't believe in it. That's my favorite type to curse. So go ahead, little bitch. Look, they're still trying to talk and they're hidden. Can't see what you're saying. Mr. Report? Report, you reporting? Report? Oh my God. Good thing you have nothing. I have nothing. I have nothing. Really? Really? Let's see. Yeah, I have nothing. This house I own. What the fuck? Suck a dick. I have nothing. Yeah, what do you have? Your mom's basement? Or maybe perhaps a converted garage? A shed? Perhaps? What do you have? Where's Mr. Pro Israel? Is that Mr. Pro Israeli? Why don't you never answer my question, you little bitch. I have nothing. I have nothing. Really? You need to do your research before you say stupid shit. Really. Because again, I hate to say this, but I can buy you. I guarantee that. Yes, you can ask a question. Make it respectful. You have my D, baby. Motherfucker. Your D, baby. Your D is probably a baby. I can guarantee that. Yeah. I like your courage. Thank you, Calvin. It really doesn't. Am I a witch? Yes, I am. It doesn't need courage. It just needs. Trolls think they're bothering. They usually do bother other people on live. People usually do get aggravated with trolls. See, I'm the wrong one though, because I love trolls. My husband even calls me out for this. Gotta get out of here. Bye. Have fun. Good night. Thank you for joining. But how to make your boyfriend marry you? I'll get to that. Stop hounding him for it? You mean spiritually? Or why'd you block her? Oh, okay. Hold on, I missed that. Adios, torta. Isn't that a fucking sandwich or some shit? A torta? Doesn't torta mean sandwich? Torta? Am I wrong? Where's my Latinos at? I'm outspoken. Yes, I'm very outspoken. My husband calls me out for this because he's like, you love this shit. You love beefing. You love, going back and forth. And yes, I do. It is a pleasure. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love, like I said, I grew up in the time of torta in Italian means cake. So, thanks for calling me a cake or a sandwich, but I do have some cake. But it means chunky. Yeah, I'm a thickie. Rather be a thickie than looking all cracked out and skinny. No offense, but me personally, I don't look good too skinny. Anyhow, call me chunky. Okay, I'll take that. I don't give a fuck. I am a little on the chunky side. But regardless, I love like battle rap. That's my favorite kind of rap. I loved the days where you could clown on each other and see who could be the biggest smartass. I love that. So I get a kick out of it. So while they think they're coming in here and annoying me or stopping my live or what, and a lot of you say, "Oh, don't give them the attention. Don't do that." Why? It's fucking hilarious how slow they are and how easy it is to just, without even, like, I just wish some of them had the balls enough to show their face, but they won't because they know they're fucking hideous. They know not to. So they're just, I mean, they make it too easy. So it's fun for me. I enjoy it. Let me have my fun. Butterfly, don't hound him. Don't keep asking. Stop asking. That's the one thing. And then do yourself a little marriage spell, or a head work with a skull candle, and then just leave it. And here's the thing with spells. When you do spells, set it. See, look, now they're all gone. They can dish it, but they can't take it. Reported. Oh, I told on you. Fucking pussies. Oh my God. Embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, a lot of people's problems after they get work done, they do work for themselves, they keep focusing on it. They keep thinking about it. They curse someone. They keep checking their social media. Are they fucked up? Are they hurt? Are they posting something? Most people, I mean, how many times have you heard about a couple, like, remember that couple that I think she was Palestinian. Her name was Zara and, I forget his name. Never reach out to the motherfuckers. Yes. Never. Exactly. That definitely is a rule. Oh, they're like goblins, very ugly. I'm sure they probably look like Schmeagol. My precious. I guarantee these fucking incels. Oh my God, it's so funny. Like, it kills me. I love it. Look, where'd they go, guys? Look at the drop in. They can dish it but can't take it. Aw, did I hurt your feelings, you guys? Were you mad you couldn't get me all upset that I clowned your stupid whack ass fucking whatever you call those comebacks? I wouldn't call them that. I would call them fucking I don't even have words for the stupidity backs. That's all I can call them. They're just, you're slow. Work on it. Anyway, spit or swallow. Spit right in your face, and not any semen either. Like that. Anyway. Now, that girl Zara, did you guys ever hear about her? She was like a redheaded, she looks like a white girl, but her last name's Hashimi. And from what I've heard, she's Palestinian. And there are, believe it or not, redheaded Palestinians that are full-blooded. One of my cousins, red hair, green eyes, freckles, full-blooded Palestinian, Levantine, nothing else. I don't know how that happened, but there is the Byzantines had, a lot of them had light blonde hair, blue eyes, but I don't know where it came from. But anyway, I heard she was Palestinian. I think she confirmed that. But regardless, she's some kind of Middle Eastern for sure. And she was with the black dude. What was his name? You guys know? And then he shot her in the head. They were at a 4th of July thing, and he shot her in the head. And miraculously, she survived. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? They had a TikTok channel, and then she was in a coma. Like, at first it wasn't looking like she was going to survive. And miraculously, she did. And she literally had to have a big chunk of her skull removed. And you guys know who I'm talking about? Look it up. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look it up. What would head work consist of? A skull candle, domination oil, or do as I say oil, which you could just make oil, calamus root, licorice root, allspice. You could use catnip, poppy seed to cause them to make them more susceptible to confuse it. I don't use the term confusion, but to kind of get into their heads a little bit easier. But anyway, so if you watch them, especially in the beginning, you could kind of see the toxicity towards the end, like the controllingness, but they always acted like they were a happy couple doing pranks and this and that. Well, come to find out, they weren't very fucking happy, obviously. Can one of the homies in the chat let me know if this one ever shows Bob's or Vagine, please? Bob's and Vagine. Let's give these guys some spelling lessons, shall we? You mean boobs? B-O-O-B-S? Boobs? Never. Go look at the bitch in your little fucking pictures, boobs. And vagine. Look at your own vagine. You look like you might have one hiding under there instead of a dick. Anyway, so she went back with him, but then he left her for some other bitch, right? And, suck my vagine. Suck my vagine. Suck my vagine. I thought you wanted to see my vagine. Now I'm sucking your vagine. Suck your own vagine. I'm sure you can. I'm sure your little bitch ass can remove a couple ribs. Anyway. Of course you would have a vagine, right? He actually said, suck my vagine. You're a man. You're supposed to have a dick. No? I could say suck my dick because, I can do that. You can't. It doesn't work as well for men, Because we all know how to have a dick. It's metaphorical. But a man, should never say he has a vagine. I mean, unless you're trans, then that's okay. But you're not, so why are you saying that? It's very strange. We could vagine together. Let's vagine together. Me and my husband vagine together. Anyway, at least he wasn't as rude, even though he was filthy perverted. But he wasn't actually as rude as the rest of them, but still, I don't feel like seeing that shit. I have a husband. Now, she did take him back for a time, and the last time I heard, I don't know, I don't watch TikTok often. I actually saw it on YouTube. It made its way over to YouTube. I don't watch TikTok. I'm going to start posting on it more, but I like longer videos. If I'm going to sit down and watch something, I want to sit down and watch it. Like 2 minute, 1 minute. I have a longer attention span than that, so I need substance. But regardless, it made it over to YouTube. Otherwise, I probably would have never heard about it. So he ends up, as soon as she drops the charges, because he was facing attempted murder charges in Texas, mind you. Texas, Their laws are extremely, you do not get locked up in the South. Don't get locked up, period. Don't go to jail, period. Okay, but you guys know I went to jail in the South, in Florida. They do not play. Texas doesn't play either. None of the southern states. Nobody plays, really. But Texas, you don't want to fuck around in Texas. Anyway, as soon as she dropped the charges, he didn't even wait like a respectable amount of time, and he was out the door. Watching their TikTok, you'd think they had the happiest relationship and it's all love, but it wasn't. You have to understand, social media, 90%, let me not say 90%, let me say I would say about 70%, maybe more than that, maybe 80% of the people are not who they portray themselves to be. As far as like if you met me in person, and some of you have, you would know I'm the same person on screen as I am off screen. And a lot of people have told me that I've met. They're like, see, he was quiet, and then he gets these little fits. And that's what bothers me. I don't want him to suffer. But anyway, people cap on the internet, exactly. They don't keep it real. So they will show you what they want you to see. So like when you get, let's say, separation work, or you curse somebody. When I curse somebody, I really try not to look at their social media. Now, does that mean my friends or, clients/friends that know that I cursed that person, that I told I cursed that person, won't see something and send it to me and laugh about it? Yeah. Okay, especially because it's mostly other practitioners that try my fucking life. And then, and that's another thing I want to get into. I was very shocked at this one. Couple of them posted a whole bunch of beautiful, juicy, delicious dirt for me to enjoy that I put her through for trying my fucking existence. But most people are not that stupid, especially if they're practitioners. Now, if you curse somebody, the general rule is you don't check for them, or at least with Middle Eastern practices. Instead, once you say, Tamam, khalas, done. You don't look, you don't want to look, you don't ask about that person, you don't check, you just give it to, in my case, the jinn, give it to the universe, and you let it go. And you trust and know that it's going to be handled. Just because they don't post their misery doesn't mean that they're not getting handled. Same thing with love spells, okay? Like marriage work. You do your fucking spell. If you want a man to marry you, first of all, that's his job to ask you. Now, I could be old school. I don't know what these new generations, if women are asking men, I wouldn't be surprised at this point with the way. Let me tell you what's happening. This is what's happening, unfortunately. You got these red pill motherfuckers, right? But I call red pill like your Andrew Tates, like your Kevin Samuels was. Rest in peace to him, even though fuck him, because he disrespected black women every chance he got. Women in general, but especially black women, which is so cringe and weird considering those are his people. He should respect black women, protect black women. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but who am I, right? And then he ends up dying with some stranger chick that he didn't even barely know. How ironic is that? He spent years of his life telling black women, mainly, that they were going to die alone because they weren't good enough. And then he ends up dying seemingly alone, single, and with like this stranger. Huh? Call it maybe a curse, call it karma, I don't know. But you have these red pill motherfuckers that got online talking about being alpha, talking about being the prize, and how women really ain't shit and that they're the prize, and that, you know, they pretty much taught them that you no longer have to be a gentleman, that it's okay to go Dutch on dates on the first date, which is like unheard of in my generation. Unheard of. Now, do you offer as a woman? This is what we were taught. On a first date, the man always pays, especially if he asks you. If you ask him, you shouldn't ask him, period. If a man wants to take you out, he'll ask you. You should never, ever be the one to go up to a man and ask him out on a date. Sorry, that's just, it usually doesn't work out. Maybe there's an exception once in a blue, but for the most part, that doesn't work. But if a man asks you out on a date, he should pay the first time. You should always offer to pay. Okay? You should always at least offer to pay, at least for your part. If he lets you, never call that person again. Ever. Ever. That is not a man you want to have a... Dating, what's the point of dating? Hopefully, this nowadays, I could be wrong, but, you know, in my time, you date to find a potential life partner. You date not just to date, unless you're dating just to get ass, then okay. Men do it all the time, women do it. As long as you're safe, be careful, use condoms, use protection, and understand that more than likely, if you go out just to have some fun sexually, then more than likely that man is probably not gonna take you seriously, unless he gets very clingy and obsessive very quick, and some men do. And that's probably not a man you want to be with either. So both of you, if you're just hooking up on a first date because you want fun, it should be with the understanding that it's not going to be serious. And it shouldn't be for you either, because if a man's going to, not respect you enough to want to get to know you a little more before if he doesn't respect himself either enough to get to know you a little more before having sex with you, that's not somebody you want to be with long term either. That's just my personal opinion. Now, these red pill douches came online, give young men very bad advice, teach them not to be gentlemen, teach them how to be manipulative, and how to have a rotation, and basically to make women jump through a million hoops to get a ring on their finger, or to even get a commitment. Therefore, unfortunately, you have the women now getting advice from the women also on social media who try to help them combat this by teaching them manipulative tactics to not become a victim of this sort of narcissistic or manipulative red pill bullshit. Womanizers, right. However, here's the problem. If you got the men acting like they're the prize and not being gentlemen and playing these hard-to-get games, because they think that's what they have to do, and then you have the women doing the same thing, and nobody really gets the chance to know each other. Nobody gets the chance to have that if you want a partnership. Now, it's unfortunate that there are men these days, and they're even come from my generation, even before my generation. You know, that song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, you know, it's about a man who had kids and he got around, okay? There's men out there that never wanted to get married. They had maybe a couple of kids out of wedlock, but never got married, never wanted to settle down. Now they're old. Now they're sick. Now the dating pool's piston. Yes, I know. I feel so bad for any woman that is in the date. Even I feel bad for anybody who's in the dating game right now if they're a decent human being, because it's not easy. Okay, so you have mostly men that do this, that go their whole lives, because men, let's just be honest, they age. It's unfortunate, and it's God's cruel punishment for whatever reason. And I don't believe in one sky daddy. I believe, you know how I believe, but I do believe there's like a kind of a big honcho, like a almighty that kind of runs all the other deities and things, but he's kind of like the head honcho. He's kind of hands off, but I don't know, kind of like a kid watching an ant farm type of thing. But anyway, let's not get into that. But these men, you know, they spend their whole lives being players because they look good well into their 50s. Whereas women, if you're lucky, you'll look good into your 50s, maybe. Don't get your hopes up for that. There are some, like that one Latina, like Jennifer Lopez looks great. She's in her 50s. Janet Jackson looks great. There's that, who is that lady that played on Third Rock from the Sun, the Latina lady, the real spicy, she's hot. I'm pretty sure she's in her 50s. So if you take care of yourself and you get a lot of, I don't know if they get a lot of Botox or not. Their face seems to move. I don't know. I mean, my aunt's actually, one of my aunts are, and actually, not, now that I'm thinking about it, in my family, the women, they stay pretty good looking up until about 60. So if you're lucky, women, you could stay good looking until decent. I mean, you may not turn heads like in your 50s, but or 60s even, but you know, if you have a husband by then, which hopefully you do, he's always gonna, like, the sweetest thing that my husband said to me was, you know, did it ever occur to you that I always see you as the woman I met when you were 20, 22? That's how I always see you, no matter what you look like, no matter how much older you get, no matter how much weight you gain. I always see you as the woman, the most beautiful woman in the world that I met when you were 22. And that was so sweet. I thought, and it's true, because I still see him as the person I met. He was younger than me, and he lied about his age, by the way. I thought he was only a year younger than me. He turned out to be 3 years younger than me. But anyhow, he tried for 2 years to get with me. But I still picture him as the man I met when he was young. So we don't notice each other aging like that because we spent our lives together. I mean, even we separated for 8 years. I had another relationship. He played girls left and right in that time. And we still see each other the same way because, you know, when you grow old together, that's the point. But you do have these groups of men, because it's usually not women. Women don't generally walk around saying, I just want to be alone the rest of my life. That's very rare if they actually mean it. women say that. They might say that, like, oh, I just want to be single. I don't want a husband. I just want to be alone. You hear women once in a while saying that, but I don't truly think they mean it. I think they say that because they think most men are trash and they're just whatever. But there are men that say that shit and they mean it. They don't want to settle down. They want to go out gallivanting, partying, making babies. And then now they're in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe they get sick. He loves his Shireen. He sure does, and I love my Justin. When you love someone, everything about them is beautiful. Their flaws are also beautiful to us. Love is always the sweet way. And it's such a shame because, you know, the internet has these young men thinking that don't fall in love, don't get married, don't do all those things. You know, be a player. There's this one guy, Elle, my girl Elle had on her channel. I cannot remember his name. Black dude, tall. He's older, but he acts like he's younger. Mr. Organics, I think, or something like that. And I didn't realize Organic, yeah. When I first saw him, he didn't seem like as big as I don't want to call the guy names because Elle's friends with him, but I thought he seemed like a decent guy until I watched his videos and I was like, whoa. Young men watch this guy and look up to him or what? Because he's like my age, but he only dates like 20-year-olds. And he basically says he never wants to settle down, none of that. And that's what he pretty much teaches other men. And okay, if you really think that's what's for you, but think about this, okay? You get older, you get sick. You have maybe a bunch of illegitimate kids running around, but you weren't really there to be a good father. You think that it's up to them to wipe your ass and take care of you if you have like Alzheimer's? No, you're going to end up in a fucking probably state-run facility, and even if you think you have enough money to pay for a home nurse to come to your house every day, that's extremely expensive. Like, extremely expensive. You will run out of money pretty fucking quickly unless you're like a I'm not talking about like 5 mil in the bank. I'm talking about you gotta have at least 10 plus, and you have to be investing it pretty well to be able to live comfortably and have the kind of care you need if you end up with, God forbid, dementia or something like that, where you need 24/7 care, somebody watching you around the clock. You're not going to have a partner or children if you don't take care of them. It does. Even taking care of your kids doesn't guarantee that they're going to be good to you and take care of you. That's just the fact. Okay. But if at least you settle down, you have a partner who loves you, they'll be there for you. You're there for each other. And usually, a lot of the times, like with my grandparents, one passed away, the other one followed not far behind. With both sides. I mean, with my grandfather on my father's side, he passed, God rest his soul, 5 years after my grandmother, which is not too short of a time, but it's pretty fairly short. My grandparents on my mother's side, my grandfather died in 2020 in COVID, and my grandmother died in 2023, 3 years later. Almost like to the same day. So But I've heard of older people that were really, really, really like attached. I mean, and not that my grandparents weren't attached, they were, but they were Arab, so Palestinian strong, very strong willed, resilient people. Palestinians, I mean, if you can't tell, we're very resilient. That's why Zios are so jealous. Like they want to be us. They want to wear our skin. They hate the fact that we're the actual indigenous people of the land. But let me not even get there. We have beautiful culture, beautiful music, beautiful food, beautiful hearts, beautiful dignity. I mean, if what happened here happened in Gaza happened here, look what happened with COVID. People couldn't even be decent with toilet paper. They were buying up all the toilet paper. There's no way we'd be killing each other to eat each other like by day like 5. But over there they're helping each other. They're like trying to feed each other, share what they have with each other. I mean, but so stronger, resilient. But there are elderly people that have been married their whole life. One dies, the other one goes within a month. They even copy the food and claim it's theirs. The food, the cuss words, the even yalla, just saying yalla, which is literally short for ya Allah. And but you don't you say you say like Allah, you don't realize Allah's the same God as the Jewish God. It's just and the Christian God. It just means God. But whatever. Don't even get me started. So, the elderly people, one goes, the other one goes. I've seen it even as close as like days. Okay, days apart. I worked in the medical field, so I saw, unfortunately, a lot of, elderly people that passed away. And I've seen elderly couples, one goes, the other one follows within, I've seen days, I've seen a couple months. That's deep love. So at least you have that person to hold your hand, to be there with you. You think it's like the fun life now, these men, I'm going to be a player until my 50s, never 60s, never, have a family. You don't have to have kids to be happy, but at least, companionship, someone to live your life with, someone to share, responsibilities with, the home with, I mean, who the fuck just wants to, I mean, if you do, that's great, but it's not an accident and it's not coincidental that so much has changed from, like, say, the 50s. Not that that time was the greatest with all their racism and segregation and all that shit, but meaning like the family dynamic, people got married, they started families, that was the norm. All the way up until the 2000s, really, early 2000s. I got married in 2010. I was 27, Justin was 25. That was a typical age for around that time. Now it's like, and always get a prenup. I don't care who you are. Always get a prenup. You never know. You never know. It'll protect you and them both. And never let yourself be relying upon a man and not have your own money. And if he makes you sign a prenup, make sure there's something stipulated that if you're not working and he expects you to raise kids at home, that if in the event of a divorce, you could put in the prenup that he can't leave you with nothing. Okay, don't ever get screwed. Marriage can get you screwed, and that's what they teach these young men, that it can get you screwed. They can take half your shit, but it could screw women just as much as men. I've seen women get screwed, and men. So, Love you, user UB7OU8EE2I. Damn, that's a name. Even like, so my point is, that's the problem. The internet pretty much ruined dating, courting, courtship, just getting to know each other, because it made it so accessible. It made being able to pick up the phone and have all these options right at your fingertips, between the dating apps and the social medias and all of that. So the getting to know, one person, and it's fucked. And then you got this bad dating coaches, or I call them manipulation coaches, who just give shitty advice, and therefore the women try to counter it. And so that's why witchcraft is always a plus. However, that you also have to keep your self-esteem, the respect for yourself intact. That's very important. And that goes on both ends, for men and women. If you're too much of a pushover, or you're too needy, too clingy, you dump your friends the second you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you stop hanging out with your friends, because you're always up that person's ass, you're asking for trouble. Because then, if you can show another person that you want them in your life, but you don't necessarily need them, you can live without them, you just prefer to have them in your life, and you make them earn that trust from you. You don't just give it to them. You don't just give them your body. You don't just give them your whole life story. You don't just give them your trust. You make them earn it. And this goes mostly for women, because men don't usually just open up like that. But even for men, there are the occasional man that just a lot of times want what they can't have, and they'll blow off perfectly good women because they're easily accessible, and then they'll chase the ones that aren't, and then they get finally the ones that they couldn't, and then when they get them, they lose interest. I mean, that's psychology, and sometimes that's just how the mind works, but try to control that shit, because that's just going to get you in trouble. So, as far as getting a man to marry you, just in the physical world aspect, not even spiritual. Like I said, if you're talking spiritually, do a domination head work with the skull candle. And, I won't explain the whole spell, but look it up. Put Arabian conjure head work. And I have a few of them on my channel. Different ones, different levels of difficulty. But you still have to act accordingly, and that is, you never ever hound a man to marry you. You never keep asking, when are you gonna marry me? When are you gonna marry me? When are you gonna pop the question? Are we ever gonna get married? Are we gonna get married? When are we gonna marry? No. That is not your job. You, as a woman, you give a time limit. And that doesn't mean you tell him that. You have that in your head. My rule, no more than 4 years. Now, keep in mind, 3 years is really adequate. But 4 years, if, say, they had a traumatic, like in my case, my mother passed away. In my culture, it's inappropriate unless, someone got pregnant and you have to rush the wedding. But in my culture, if like your mother passes, or your father, God forbid, and hopefully none of you guys have to do that, but in my culture, you're not supposed to have any celebration, big celebration like a wedding for 3 years. We wear black for a year. 40 days is like for an aunt or uncle or cousin, or even grandparent. But for our parents, black for a year. Definitely no celebrations, like big celebrations, like a wedding for 3. So Justin and I got together right before my mom got diagnosed with cancer. And then she passed away 4 months later. She had pancreatic cancer. And by the time they found it, it was too late. She was 45, week after her 45th birthday. So we got married exactly 3 years almost to the day. She passed away November 6th, 2007. We got married November 20th, 2010. So he knew he wanted to marry me right away, but we couldn't. We were engaged January of 2009. 2008. And we got married in 2010. A man should know if he wants to spend the rest of his life with you within 3 years. Some men say they know right away, like within a month, if they want to marry a woman or not. Especially if you're living together, especially if you have a child together already. If a man can have a child with you but can't marry you, unless you just don't believe in marriage. And I'm not saying marriage on a religious aspect or anything like that. If you don't care about marriage, and some people are like that, some people don't believe in it. The only reason I say that's not a great idea is because that can get you screwed legally in the long run. Because, for example, if, God forbid, something happened to him, you're not the next of kin if you're not his wife. So you don't get to make any decisions, and same vice versa. Also, if you're in a situation where you have kids, or for whatever reason, he's the head of household or you're the head of household, this goes both ways. And let's say he makes all the money and you rely on him, but you clean the house, you take care of the kids, you support him while he's working on his career. And guess what? He decides he wants to leave you. Say you own a house, your name's not on it, it's only his name. Or let's say your name is on it, but not on the bank accounts or whatever. If he decides to leave you and you're in that situation where everything's in his name, all the money's in his name, you're relying on an allowance for him, you take care of the kids, that's a full-time job, taking care of a house. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Stay-at-home moms don't get enough credit, because I would rather work 3 jobs. I'd rather own a business working 18 hours a day than just be a full-time mom, because that's a 24-hour-a-day job, basically. They're never, especially with infants and small children, that is around the fucking clock. Plus cleaning the house, keeping the house clean, cooking, doing all that, that's a job. So being married covers your ass so that he can't just leave you with nothing. And you will not believe the amount of stories I've heard where that has happened, because you trust them, you trusted them all the money to be in their name, you trusted all that, all the property, whatever, to be in their name. You never thought that if he leaves you, you'd be fucked. You don't even think about that, and then it happens and you're fucked. So a marriage ensures that won't happen, even if there's a prenup, which I always recommend, because in a prenup you never let them make an unfair prenup. You stipulate in the event of a divorce, if he has, let's say he makes the money, or vice versa, whatever, you will leave me a car, a house, whatever. You will leave me half the, whatever it is, you come up with a fair, make sure you don't get fucked, and always have your own money some way. You know, if it means he gives you an allowance or whatever the case is, put some away, like on the side, just in case. But, and if you're not going to get married and you insist on just living together and you buy a house, make sure your name's on that shit. If he buys you a car, make sure your name's on that shit. Okay, never get yourself in that situation. So that's the only reason why I say marriage is not a bad thing, because it will protect you legally. There are legal protections. Okay, so that being said, if a man within a 3-year time, that's plenty of time. That's more than enough time. Doesn't at least put a ring on your finger for a plan to get married, plan a wedding and everything, then unless you are not wanting to get married and you're not into marriage, then it's probably time. And if you want marriage, it's time. Don't waste the best years of your life only to play girlfriend and play house, and then now you're in your 40s or even 50s, and then they decide, oh, you're not the one I want to be with, and that's it. Like, so that's my thing. But you definitely don't have them, and you put that shit in your mind. I'm giving him till this date. And especially if you've been hounding him for however long, and then all of a sudden you stop asking, you stop mentioning it, he's going to wonder, why she stopped asking all of a sudden? He might even like bring up topics that he thinks will trigger you to ask. And you would just say this. Yeah, maybe. Listen, you're right. I'm not going to, whatever. It's fine. I know what I plan on doing, so I'm not trying to force anybody who doesn't want to marry me to marry me. I just know what I'm not going to do, and that's wait around for you to make a decision. One day you might come home and all my shit will be packed and I'll be gone. And that's okay. Like, you obviously wouldn't want me in the first place. Okay, but don't keep pushing and asking. Stop asking. That in and of itself will have him wondering, why is she not asking anymore? The more you try to push someone to do in the physical world, you could spiritually try to do it, like in silence, okay? But in the physical world, the more you try to push someone into doing what you want them to do, the less they're going to want to do it. That's just psychology. He doesn't believe in law marriage, but does in church marriage. Does he have money? Does he have money? Because that's the only reason somebody would believe in church marriage but not law marriage. He's trying to protect some sort of asset. I feel like I'm getting old, 32, and I'm about to finish RN school. There you go. He has money. Okay, girl. So, listen. Then you need to, if he wants a prenup, you can't get mad at that. He's obviously trying to protect his assets. That doesn't mean you have to walk away with nothing. You can put stipulations where it's fair, but to be fair, I'm the one who wants the prenup. Okay, so what the fuck is the problem? Yeah, that's stupid. I don't understand. See, some people have a misconception that prenups are not ironclad. And I'm here to tell you that unless your lawyer was a complete fucking idiot when he wrote it. See, here's the rules with the prenup, because I have one that I actually have a postnup, which is even, you really would rather, you can get a postnup, which is after you get married, but it's always better to do a prenup, because think of marriage as a legally, you're basically, think of it as a contract between you, your partner, and the government. You're telling the government that you and that person are one entity. Okay. Getting a prenup before you enter into that agreement, that contract in the marriage, it's a legally binding contract. You're putting stipulations before you enter into that marriage, right? You should have your own attorney, and he should have his own attorney. You guys should have separate attorneys. Okay, that's one thing that'll ensure that the prenup won't be bullshit. Okay, they both look it over. You make sure both people sign, saying that they understand all the stipulations in the prenup, and they agree and they're of sound mind, and nobody coerced them. Okay. Now, if you happen to already be in a marriage, like in our case, we were separated. When we got married, I didn't have much. I owned a house. But he never was the type of asshole that would try to take the house I bought before I even got with them. And I had a little savings, but nothing worth fighting over in court. But we never got legally divorced. So we separated. I started a business. I acquired property. We ended up getting back together. Before I would get back with him, I said, I love you, I trust you, but you need to sign this postnuptial agreement. He got an attorney, I got an attorney. His attorney tried to talk him out of it. He's like, you know that this will exclude you. And he's like, I'm never going to try to take something my wife built anyway. He's like, I'm not a scumbag. And if somebody really loves you, they're not going to be a scumbag. And that means, too, God forbid something happens. Allah Rako, Allah Saha, Saha, Habibi, Saha, Saha. If somebody really loves you, they're not going to be a scumbag and try to... I wouldn't leave him, even though, we signed a postnup. And if it didn't work out, I wouldn't just leave him on his dick, because I know I made him leave a good job to help me with my business. So I'm not going to leave him on his dick regardless. Yeah, I know. That's what's killing me. But alhamdulillah, it's better than I thought. I was going to have to put him down immediately. We'll see. We'll see what goes on. Look at this retard. Sorry to use that word, but can't help it with some people. Anyway, so if somebody really loves you, they're not gonna have a problem with that. And obviously, Justin is a scumbag. He had no problem with that. And because he's trustworthy, and because even when we separated the first time, and I was the asshole in the situation, we'll just put it like that, he still didn't try to fuck me over. He could have fought me for my house. He could have fought me for what I had in my savings account. He didn't. He took his clothes and he left like a man. And he never got in a serious relationship in that 8 years. I was the one that did. He played girls left and right. He was a player. I broke his heart. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think it's because his mom has been a huge problem. Ooh, monster-in-law. So his family has money. So the money's the family money. And she's worried about that, I assume. What doesn't she like about you? Why do you think it's a problem? Why does she think it's a problem? We can tell Justin adores you a lot. And I adore him. Honestly, I don't know how I went all those years without him because, like, he's amazing. No, he's just a hard worker. Okay, but you're going to school to be an RN, and RNs aren't exactly just sitting on their ass all day. They are hard workers, very hard workers. I mean, too hard of workers, if you ask me, considering, they're very overworked. And for the amount of work, you have to really care about people to become a nurse. I'm Mexican and we had a huge fight and he cried to her about it. See, that's a big problem. You never, ever tell your family if you want a future with somebody, don't tell the family all your problems because you're basically going to poison the well, as we say. So he shouldn't have done that. At the same time, it is his mother, so probably didn't mean to. It just happened, but he poisoned the well. So, and I'm planning to be a travel RN. He is disabled, and I take care of him hella. He's disabled? Like, how disabled are we talking here? Like, wheelchair disabled? Or, like, is he much older disabled? Can he work disabled? Sorry, not to, I'm just asking because I'm trying to help you figure this out. She should be thankful then if you're taking care of her disabled son. She think you're in it just for the money because of that? I don't know, girl. This seems sticky. Wow. Travel nurse. That might be difficult. Yes, it's been a wrap since. She's been a drug addict and she'd never been there for him. She magically showed up when he started dating me, and yes, he can work. Oh, wow. What? Oh, hell no. Okay. If she was like a drug addict and wasn't even a good mother and didn't take care of him, she has no fucking say. And if he allows her say, then I would think twice. You must really love him. But you know what? Just stop bringing up the subject and do what I told you. Head work, look it up, Arabian Conjure. Either just put skull candle or head work, domination head work. You'll find a bunch of options. Pick one, whatever is easier for you. Follow the directions. You don't have to do it exactly. You could always add your own spin on spells if you're missing an ingredient or two. The only things I would not skimp out on is the calamus root and the licorice root. Those are two things I feel is an absolute must. So anything else, try to get as close as you can. But looks like she's afraid you'll take him away from her and she'll lose the benefit she gains from him. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That's a whole mess, girl. But at some point, you need to know when to cut your losses. 32, you're not old per se, but if you want kids, then, and you want to actually have some time together as a married couple and enjoy the married life before kids, then, I mean, you're still young, but I don't get anything from him. She told him, I'm using him for papers. Laughed my ass off. We travel all the time together. I was born here. Wow. How ignorant. how ignorant. She hexed me and I returned it and she went to the psych ward. Good. You go, girl. You've been working since you was so. She tried to hex you as a. Oh, hell to the no. Girl, he should not be allowing her to even have a say. If she was not even in his life, drug addicted, didn't take care of him, didn't do shit for him, saying you're using him for papers and you're a born American citizen, that is just pure racist ignorance. Yeah, girl, put her back in the psych ward. You and your man can run away, couch in the sunset. Yeah. You're such a Sag. You are a Sag. Just I seen that. She did a breakup spell and I returned it. Where is she from? Was she, what are they, white? Like, just good old white. Damn, it's 5:10, 5:20. I'm fucking still up. What the fuck am I doing? I need to go my ass to sleep. But I'm just curious real quick. What is her now? Let me look at the top. I'm only reading the top comments. Let me change it. Why don't they automatically make it that way? How do I make it to where only my subscribers can comment? Because I'm kind of... Actually, no. I like trolls. They're fun. They're fun to fucking make fun of, so... Thank you for coming on with us, babe. I came on my iPad that I don't have connected to my iCloud because I'm... You know, I have phone anxiety and message anxiety. So I'm still on... I'm giving myself... Today's the 4th, tomorrow's the 5th. I'm giving myself till the 7th to be on my phone strike. After the 7th, I'll be checking my messages. Oh, I'm so good. I cringe and like panic. I have so many unread messages, and I'm like, but Gabby handles the business stuff, but it's probably mostly like Merry Christmas and whatever. But I get such bad phone anxiety. So bad. I'll avoid the phone entirely. Even if I have my phone in my hand, she's low-key racist, obviously. But what is she? She's Italian? Did you say she was Italian? From the burbs of Chicago, Italian. How could she be racist and Italian? Doesn't she know that, like, when the Italians first came over, people were, the white American, plain American, they were, and Irish too. Italians and Irish people, people were very racist against them, even though they're technically white European, but they weren't white enough. So they're Latin based as far as the language is concerned. I mean, the languages are both come from Latin. I mean, they even understand each other oftentimes. So that's very bizarre. But some people, it's not like a racist thing. It's just they want their kid to marry their same race, so the kids have the same culture throughout. I can't, like, my parents, well, my mom, God rest her soul, she didn't get to see me get married, but my dad, I don't think he had a problem with Justin being white per se, but he would have liked it, especially being Palestinian, if I married a Palestinian, because, they're trying to erase us completely. But I didn't have kids anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I would like to think that a lot of that is not about, especially if they're from the old country, which if she was a drug addict, I doubt, because well, let me not say generalize, but usually Italians from the old country don't come here and become drug addicts. So I could be wrong, but it's about like just keeping the the culture, and having the kids speak the language of, I'd like to think that's not a racist thing. It's just like they want the kids to have one pure culture. Palestinian, that's definitely a thing where they, would prefer you marry another Palestinian, or at least another Levantine Arab, like someone from Jordan or Syria or Lebanon, to keep that bloodline and the culture the same. Have the same, but everybody's all going to be one big mixture eventually, so. She's gorgeous even in her 50s and uses men for money. Wow. Good for her. But fuck her for being such a bitch to you. Good morning, beautiful. Just getting up for work. Saw you are on live. Hey, Bianca. My girl. Is this my Bianca? It has to be. Hold on. I got to check your page here and make sure it's you. I can't see your picture. It's so small. Anyway, if you're my Bianca... Shit, I was supposed to call you today. Today's Sunday, isn't it? If you're my Bianca? Fuck. I have to call my friend Bianca. I said I was going to call her, but I'll call her tomorrow. If it is you, I'll call you today. I mean, yeah. But anyway, have a good day at work, Habibti. I can't see if you're my moderators, I'm assuming. Anyway, either way. I was wondering if I should do some work on myself tonight. It's causing issue with our relationship, but I didn't want to do anything. Maybe the sun. It might be okay to something. Seating? I don't know what that means. SEE. I think you misspelled that. Something simple. Is that what you meant? Maybe. Well, first I'm traditional. So we're technically sweetening. Okay. I would wait till Friday at the very least, because we're now technically in a waning moon. You've worked with me in the past. Okay, so you are my Bianca. Was it the Bianca I texted the other day? Or called FaceTime the other day? Or was it, and said I would call you on, and then you called me back, and then I said I'll call you on Sunday? Even though I went on a phone strike, but I wanted to tell you something. We missed each other. Same Bianca? I've had a few Biancas. That's why I ask. Because I'm so blind and your picture's so tiny. But I don't think that Bianca works this early in the morning. But you guys do look alike. So it would be pretty funny if you're not the same one. Anyway, if you're not, sorry. Well, I'll have to go back and make your picture bigger so I can see if it's you. We work together too. Sweetening. I was wondering if I should do some work myself tonight. On this same guy. User. No. Okay. So I would wait till Friday. But if you can wait till the moon's waxing again and a Friday, which is only 2 weeks, 3 weeks technically, or the new moon, which is only 2 weeks away, because I'm very traditional, but you don't have to. You could just do it Friday. It's just the moon is waning. I'm very old school. The guy's my interest. The guy is my interest. The ones are my son's girlfriends. Oh, okay. Got you. If you can wait, well, just fuck it. Just do it Friday. If you don't, seems like you're in a hurry, so just do it Friday. At least do it Friday at Venus hour. Since you're not in the right moon phase, at least you'll have the right day of the week and you'll have the right planetary hour. No, LOL, it's okay. I'm the Bianca that the narcissist psychoexia. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, girl. You guys actually look alike in your like that tiny ass picture. You guys have the dark hair. You guys look freaking alike. Okay, I know you. I'm sorry. Love you. You look just alike, but these pictures are so small in these lives, and you know I'm blind as a damn fucking bat. And I need to go to the eye doctor and get better glasses. These are just readers, so they really only help me with reading, but it doesn't help with like small pictures. But I swear you guys have the same name, and you like with that little picture, the dark hair, everything, you look like you could be her. I just have to make it. You guys have no idea how small the pictures are in this live. They're tiny. Even in the comments, they're really tiny. I have to screenshot them and like make them bigger to see. Oh, thanks, April. I get these like I lose. That's another thing. That's why I haven't gone back to the optometrist, because I lose glasses like it's nobody's business. And I'm like, I really just need them to read, you know, not really to drive even. I could drive perfectly fine with my readers, so I could see the signs. So maybe I'm not that blind, because I lost my prescription glasses a long time ago. I just haven't gone back because I haven't had time. But my bloke is still developing. So listen, might save my room anyway. One of the girls hate I live with my son and wants me out. Not realistic for me for another couple of months. Might save my room anyway. One of the girls hates I live with my son and wants me out. I would never do that to my, if I'm reading that correctly. Wait, I must have missed something. The guy's the one, yeah, the son's girlfriend. I would never treat mother-in-law, girlfriend still, mother-in-law, regardless. I would never, like, I always told my mother-in-law she's always welcome to live here if she needed to. And I told Justin, like, if my dad ever needs to live with us, he's living with us, like, period. And, you know, but I was, yep, she lives there too. But my mother-in-law is a saint. I freaking love her. She's never been nasty, you know, and I'm sure you're not either, but some people you just can't please no matter what. They're just unpleasable. So, but anyway, I just wanted to come on and kind of rant and have a little fun with you guys. I told you I'm making it a point. I let getting behind on readings stop me from posting because I felt guilty and I felt inappropriate to do that if I'm behind on readings. But let's be real. I've always let people go well over the reading time. Hi, Miss Shrink. Can I do a sweetening jar during a waning when I'm trying to sweet the big wigs at my job? I'm a contractor and it ends March 20th. Oh, you got time. I mean, you can technically. I prefer waxing new moon to even full moon, new moon to full moon time. Friday, if you can hit it on waxing moon, Friday at Venus hour, that's perfect. But if you can't, then at least Friday at Venus hour. New moon is good too, unless it's on a Saturday. If it's on, never do any sort of sweetening, love, anything like that on a Saturday. Saturdays, Saturn, that's for banishing. So definitely don't ever do any kind of love spells on a Saturday during a waning moon, especially. If you can't get it on a Friday and you can get it on a waxing moon or a new moon or a full moon, as long as it's not on a Saturday, it's any other day but a Saturday, then you could do it. Just try to do it on Venus hour, even if it's on a different day, but never on a Saturday. But my readings, I always go above and beyond, and I literally let people ask as many questions as they want and keep me for hours. So anybody I'm behind on readings with, I've given them 4 readings in one, or 3 readings in one, 2 readings in one. So I'm not, they really shouldn't get butthurt about it. So I'm one person, and I never am a stickler about time. But I have to start being that, even though, no, this year it's going to be, that's what I'm going to do, period. That's it. I love you guys. I'm going to do 10 minutes to catch up, tops, like chit chat, and then 45 minutes to an hour reading. And then we could always chit chat another day. But reading days, I'm gotta get back on track. I have to. I'm never the fuck ever gonna catch up because Gabby keeps booking readings and they're closed. And she'll ask me, this person wants a reading, they're willing to wait. But then it just, I love you, Gabby, but you drive me nuts sometimes. And so I have to be stickler. So please, if I get boundaries, yes. If I have boundaries and I have to, we'll chit-chat. Give it 10 minutes of chit-chat. Obviously, I don't count that in your reading. A lot of people do. A lot of people will. A lot of readers are sneaky. They will chit-chat with you purposely just to drag that clock out, and they'll actually count that in your reading. I never believed in that. I sat there and watched that happen to so many people, and they'll even be like, you were talking about buying a house or whatever the fuck, for 30 minutes. So they'll try to I've even seen this one woman, it was at a fair, try to charge the person for the extra 30 minutes when 30 minutes she was talking about herself. It was supposed to be an hour. 30 minutes she was talking about herself. She tried to push it into 45 minutes, but the person caught on. She did maybe 20 minutes of actual reading and then tried to charge her for the extra 30 minutes because it was actually supposed to be a half hour. That's what it was. She tried to charge her for the extra 30 minutes, and the girl even called her out. She was like, you were talking about yourself. I'm not paying for the extra. I'm so glad. I was standing there because I was just kind of being nosy. Because my friend, she's like, would you be mad at me if I, just tried this lady? I was like, be my guest, girl, even though I read you for free. Be my guest. She's like, I just want to see, And then we're kind of standing there, but not too close. But my friend has freaking sonar ears. She could hear shit from a mile away. My deaf ass couldn't hear that close, but she was telling me. And I was like, hell no, I could never. But so 10 minutes, catch up. Hi, how are you? Miss you, whatever. And then boundaries, 45 minutes to an hour, like it's supposed to be. And then we will definitely catch up again. But I have to get off and talk to the next person so I can catch the fuck up. That's my New Year's resolution. You guys, help me out. Help me out with this, please. Even if it's I have a problem too sometimes because I love talking to you guys. Cut me the fuck off. I'd be like, Shireen, it's not your responsibility, but I'm just saying. I love talking to you guys. I never count that as part of your reading time. Anyway, but still, I have to just focus, read, and we will catch up another day for sure as just, homies. But anyway, I'm going to go to bed. It's almost 6 a.m. I want to get a decently early start to the day. I am on my iPad. So if you're wondering why I'm still posting, and I said I was on a phone strike, and yes, I did FaceTime one person, and I literally was like this, Siri, call so-and-so. I swear to God, if I want to check for one specific message, I'll be like, hey, Siri, open the message of so-and-so to avoid my inbox. That is a fucking problem. That is crazy. That is above and beyond OD for somebody to have such phone anxiety that's how, if I'm looking for a specific message or to call a specific person, that I use Siri so I don't see all the unopened messages and all the any missed calls. I literally am like this, hey Siri, I swear to God, that is a problem. I need to go see a doctor for that. Real quick before I go, am I the only person that gets such bad phone anxiety? Am I the only person that is like this? Keep in mind, I do have an assistant, and everybody's supposed to stick to email for anything business related. Just the order email for orders and the main email, and even the main email you can use for orders, and she'll get it to the order. She'll forward it to the order email. So it's not like I leave my clients hanging. I have an assistant that I pay very well because I have that anxiety. I've always had that with emails, with phones, messages, period. It's like my heart drops. I don't know why. It's just always been like that. So it's not like I'm not still running my business adequately, but am I crazy? Is that a normal thing? Is that phone anxiety? You get it? No, babe, I do too. You do too? You do too? Really? Kiss them, Rose Angel. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. You guys, thank you. Thank you. I hate it. I get all drunk. No, I do too. Nope, I'm like that too. I get anxiety. I even get anxiety if I love the person. Yes! Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, this makes me feel so much. You guys, thank you. You guys are not just saying that to make me feel better, because I feel like a crazy person. Because even if it's when I love the person too, it's not even, I don't even know who's in my inbox. It's not that I'm avoiding anybody in specific. It's just the fact that I see that number at the bottom, which is now at 982. How, I don't fucking know, because there's all these messages probably from 11 million years ago, and I can't find them. So then I see the number going up, and I'm like, I wonder who that is. And then I'm like, I wonder if it's going to piss me off. I wonder if it's going to bother me. I wonder if it's bad news. I wonder if it's good news. I wonder if somebody's going to ask me for something. I wonder if somebody's going to ask me for a favor. I wonder if somebody's going to ask me to borrow money. I wonder, all these things go in my head. And then I'm just like, okay, let me mentally prepare myself to go through that. But for now, I'm not fucking looking at it. I'm not dealing with it. I can't deal with it. But I have to use my phone, so I just use Siri to do everything. And then I look away. So just in case, she happens to accidentally open the wrong thing, I don't see it. That's a problem. That is a fucking problem. And then when I get to that point where I have to buck up and just face the music, I'll try to go through as many messages as I can, but then it seems never ending, and that number is going down, but it's still fucking a lot. And then I'm like, where's the rest of the messages? I can't find them. It says I have 575 unread messages still, but where are they? I can't find them. Are they so fucking low on the goddamn totem pole that I can't find them? Or I gotta scroll for another 50, 11 million years? I don't know. And then I won't see them until I just so happen to go text a specific person, and then I'll click on their, or I'll say, hey Siri, open up so-and-so's messages. And then I'll go to message them, and then I'll see literal freaking months of, hey Shireen, miss you girl. Hope you're doing well. Just thinking of you. Hey Shireen, hope you're not mad at me. This is so and so. Hey Shireen, and then it breaks my heart when I say, okay, you must be mad at me. I'll stop bothering you. And I'm like, oh no, I didn't even see this message. Don't be mad at me. That's not how it. So please, if you ever message me multiple times and you don't get a response, I am not ignoring you purposely. I'm not mad at you. I'm simply just avoiding my inbox. I have no idea that you're even in there. If you really need to talk to me, call. If it goes to D&D, I'll see the missed call eventually. I mean, missed calls don't give me as much anxiety because most people text. But yeah, if you really have to, but please don't make me start avoiding my missed calls now too. But like if it's an emergency, even if you have to call twice in a row, so it'll go through on certain settings if I just so happen to have it on there. Because some settings, I use different ones. The double won't work. Some do. But I will see the missed call if you absolutely have to. And also, if it's business related, emailing Gabby will always get through to me. If it's a friend thing, just call, and I will see the missed call. Call twice if you really want to talk to me. But don't ever think if I don't respond to a text message, I'm old. We didn't do text messaging. Text messaging wasn't a thing, really. It took too long back in the day. We didn't have these click, 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 click. We had to dial the same number 3 times just to get one letter. So texting, Gen Xers / Zennials, that's not our thing. So don't ever think I'm ignoring you purposely or that I'm mad at you. Even if you sent me multiple messages and telling me how much you love me and miss me, I'm not doing it on purpose. If you haven't heard from me for a while, I'm just one person and it's so hard. Definitely, each and every one of you have left a special place in my heart. And thank you to the ones of you that have told me, that I've talked to, just throughout, because this has been a psychological issue for me for a long time. For those of you that understand and have told me that I'm busy and that I love you and that I don't forget about you. And I literally keep you all in my prayers all the time. Like anytime I wish for good things for myself, I always wish you guys good things. I always say, for me, my loved ones, my clients, my spirits know the ones that deserve it, not obviously the asshole ones, but, I always keep you guys in my prayers. So don't ever think that. I'm just one human being. It's okay. Don't apologize about the trolls, girl. I love it. It cracks me up. Do you guys get annoyed that I have such fun with that? Real quick, one more question before I go. Does that bother you? Because I get a kick out of it. I have fun. I know you guys don't come in for that, but I mean, if they're going to break my balls, I'm going to break theirs back. And I love, like I said, I'm from the era of Yo Mama. So, okay, good. It's hilarious. You own the trolls. Good. I'm glad you don't mind. Hey, you gotta bring back Yo Mama jokes. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go to bed. I love you. And I will see you in the next one. And you give me jokes when you cuss them out. Good. And I'm gonna do a pick a card. I'm gonna do a pick a card this week on the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, because I know I'm taking Saturday and Sundays. Well, unless it's a waning moon, but I do that at night anyway. I will do it during the day on a Saturday or Sunday, probably on Sundays. Okay. All right. So I will definitely see you for a pick a card this week, and I'm going to post spell videos, and I'm going to post a poll so you guys tell me what you like. Some of you guys actually like the lives, which is very surprising. I thought most of you thought these were boring, but actually, if you can, I will do a poll. If you guys get to this part, leave a comment and tell me what you guys want me to post. Spell videos, more pick-a cards, more dating advice. If there's a few things, put them in order, order of what you like the most. Like if you like lives the most, then pick-a cards, then spell video, whatever it is. And this way I could, see what my audience wants to see. Because this whole year I pretty much didn't post much content. And people change, so I just want to see where you guys are at. All right, I'm really getting off this time. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Toodles, bitch. Put it in the comments, not here. Put it in the comments. Wait till it posts, please. Put it in the comments. I really appreciate it. And like the video. Like the video if you haven't. And the comments help my engagement too. So not only are you helping me decide what to post and know what to post, you're helping my engagement. So do your girl a favor. All right? Love you.